Welcome! Today I'm making this pot. It is a very easy thing to do. You only need a plastic cap from any bottle you like, some polymer clay and acrylic paints. That's it. Let's jump right in. Here you can see a monster wrap plant where a tutorial is coming up in the future, but I do want to have a pot for it. So I do collect these plastic caps. Every now and then I do have an empty bottle and I think this cap might be a good pot for miniatures. I'm going to keep it. The white one might be a bit too small, but the red one a bit too tall. But if I trim it just right there, this is going to be the perfect size for this big plant. So that's what I'm going to do here. So now I'm taking polymer clay. In this case it is Fimo Soft in the color black, but the color really doesn't matter. I'm going to paint it anyway. And now I'm making the pot even more beautiful. At first I'm going to create a snake so I can mask my very ugly cutting on top. So the next thing, I'm going to need a long strip of polymer clay. I did roll it on a pasta machine on the biggest setting. And now we are creating a beautiful smooth rim on top of the pot. Then we do want to smooth everything out with our fingers. The body heat works perfectly on polymer clay. And that's the basic pot. We could leave it like this and paint it and use it. It is a simple shape of a pot. But I do want to have a little bit more details, some decorations. So I'm taking a small ball tool and adding a line to it. And now I'm taking a toothpick to add some more details. Next and last thing for decorating this pot is this mold. I got it some years ago on Etsy or on eBay. I can't remember, but it is easy to use. It is a stiff mold, it is not flexible. So just grab some polymer clay and squish it in there quite firmly. Then take a blade and cut off the excess. Then I'm placing it on the pot. I first try to find out which part of the pot looks the best from the front. And then I do take another ball tool, which is quite small, and then I do smooth out the sides and connect them to the plastic. And now it's time to bake it. And after baking it, we can now finally paint it. I do want to have a color that it is similar to the floor color of the greenhouse. There is a video on my channel where I show how I do the greenhouse flooring. It is a mosaic and the main color is a beige. So I'm trying to mix it here. I do take some white acrylic paint and some ombre ochre paint because the beige is more on the yellowish side. At the end I did need 5 coats to cover it completely. Down there I did a messy job, but you won't see it anyway. The pot will stand upwards always. Now it looks much more like a pot, doesn't it? It doesn't look like plastic anymore. But it's still a bit too plain for my taste. So I'm taking this dark brown color and mixing it into the beige that I've already mixed, so that I do get a darker shade of the same color. And then just with a little bit of paint, like dry brushing it, I'm going over everything so that the paint will only stick on the upper parts of the decorations, let's call it like this, the highlights, although it is a darker paint. And so the three-dimensional effects of the decorations on the pot will be more visible. There are so many ways how you can finish this pot. You can add some more dirt, you can add moss, you can add a metallic sheen and maybe some rust to it. But I don't, it doesn't fit into the scenery that I am looking for, although I love to play with all these aging and stuff. Anyway, I'm keeping it simple here. And that's it. That's the final result of the pot. Let's add the plant and see how it looks. If you do want to see the tutorial for the monstera plant, just check out and wait for the next video that I'm going to upload. And this is the greenhouse. The pots fit in perfectly and I do love the plants. I hope you liked this video and maybe you would like to give it a thumbs up, or maybe you even want to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice time. See you next time. Bye bye.